According to Cloud. Recording.
It's Aileen Peacock, and I am the chair for 2020 of the Young Professionals of Pitt County. And so we're here today just to have a little bit of a panel discussion to give some more information on why we joined WhyYP, what it's done for us, our favorite things about WhyYP, and what we do for the community as well. So stick around.
So I will ask the questions. Why did you join the Young Professionals?
I'll take a stab at that first. So I joined WhyYP about 3 years ago, right when my wife and I first came to town. We didn't know anybody, had no connections in town, and really it was a welcoming group, and it was our way of getting introduced to folks in Greenville, which has been kind of transformational for our time here thus far. It's allowed us to get to know a ton of people really, really quickly. And it wasn't but a few months after we moved here, joining WhyYP, that we felt really, really comfortable here, and it started to feel more like home instead of just another place that we moved to.
And Greenville and Pitt County, it's such an amazing place. And as you begin to get connected with people, that's really where you see the benefit of what it's like to live in a place like Greenville. And I think WhyYP does a great job of facilitating that connection and getting you to a next level of relationship with both young professionals and the community as a whole. And I just feel like that is one of the best benefits that WhyYP is able to provide to young professionals or people new to the city. We're able to facilitate a place that hopefully they can call home.
I'll echo that. I joined because I moved here about 6 years ago, and I was just kind of living and working here. Those were the two things that I was doing. I had a couple friends through work, so I just attended an event finally on my own, which is a little bit out of the comfort zone for me to go somewhere by myself. But really, since joining WhyYP and getting involved in a couple other organizations, it kind of fueled me to view Greenville now as a home instead of like, oh, well, where will I go next? Or like I said, just somewhere to live and work. So this kind of put my roots down here and help me meet people, learn more about Greenville, about companies, fun things to do. So it just provided a group that kind of gave me a reason to call Greenville home and want to stay here. So.
Yeah, and for me, I joined WhyYP about a year ago, and really the thing that I wanted to join most was to interact with a group of diverse individuals from all over the country that have come to Greenville, made Greenville their home, and wanted to get to know them and really be around people that are like-minded in the sense that we all want to grow professionally, personally, network, and really just grow Greenville as a whole, and encourage other people to join WhyYP and stay involved in Greenville, active members of the community, and allowing this area to just really continue growing and providing for all of Eastern North Carolina.
Wonderful.
For me,
go ahead.
Oh, I joined WhyYP. I did grad school here for 2 years, and I really wanted to connect with a lot of people professionally. All my friends from grad school moved on, so WhyYP gave me that avenue. So I'm really happy that I joined WhyYP, and definitely getting more involved in WhyYP. I've had a chance to connect with the community, learn about different businesses. So it has really opened up a door for me.
Great. What are your favorite aspects of the Young Professional Group?
I really enjoy some of the activities. I'll never forget the time that we did. I think it was a sweat working where we did the line bike on the town common. That was a lot of fun. Obviously, the third Thursdays are really fun, and then the wigging outs are certainly the events in the past that I've never that have been great, that I haven't forgotten. It's always been fun to participate and a couple of the activities that the group has had.
Yeah, I've always loved the Rise and Sip events. It's great to hear from leaders across our communities, and Rise and Sip gives the opportunity for them to address the young professionals, to give insights into their careers and how leadership plays a role in their lives. But it's really amazing whenever you look at it. Kimber, I know you keep the schedule busy. Everything from sweat working to the Rise and Sips to the third Thursdays. to our bigger events like Wigging Out and our annual golf tournament. There's never a shortage of events, and it all touches on different facets of interest for different people. So I appreciate you guys for always keeping us going with these activities and ways that we can stay connected. So.
Yeah,
I
know for
really
me,
enjoyed.
it's really nice, doing all these different networking events, breakfast, after work cocktails, or different bites to eat after a long day of working and to hang out with friends. But for me, I really enjoy the community service aspect of it, where we get to be around our friends and also give back to the community. So it's this, mutually beneficial, where we're all enjoying hanging out with each other. But then too, at the end of the day, we're like, wow, we just spent an hour picking up trash, but we had fun doing so. So that's, one of the biggest things that I really enjoy.
Go ahead, Monica.
I really enjoy the Thursdays as well. It gives everyone an opportunity after work to kind of just relax and network and create a kind of a group outside of work as well. So those have been really good to join. I know the fellows have really enjoyed that White too.
Awesome. You guys mentioned a few ways that YPs have given back through community service. What are some other ways? What are some of the community service events we've done and other just different outlets that we've done with the community service?
I think our biggest one that we've developed, I think last year we adopted a street. So we do that quarterly, and that is on 10th Street between Elm and Greenville Boulevard. And kind of what John was saying, it's one of those things where even if it's a small group that's able to get together, it's something that we can do that doesn't take a lot of time out, but makes our community look better, and also get to spend time with each other. I definitely know I've gotten to meet more people and get to know them when you're just walking down a street, picking up trash. It's good. It's just another time to talk and get to know someone. So while we're giving back to the community, we're still getting to know people.
Yeah, I think we're always looking to call to action young professionals in many different ways, whether it's, ringing the bell for the Salvation Army at a local establishment in town, packing bag lunches for those who are in need during certain times. I just feel like we always provide different opportunities, again, that kind of hit on the interest of everyone, whether you want to go clean up a street or ring a bell, there's always going to be something to do. And if you pay attention to the calendar, you're always going to see opportunities to get more involved just beyond, networking or meeting at a restaurant after work. You could go as deep as you like with young professionals and give back in many different ways.
Oh, yeah, I would say additionally, as far as giving back to the community, just being the organization that we are, having a place where young professionals who either are living here or come here, just provides them a place to get to know Greenville, which is beneficial for our community as well. I know recently with some of our smaller events, I've seen a lot of new people who have moved here during the pandemic and haven't met anybody. So we've kind of provided a safe place where they can come and, have an opportunity to meet people when it's a little more difficult during this time. So I know that just even being the organization that we are, helping the community and the people that are in it or are joining our community have some place to go as well.
I do want to mention what you guys have done for the community in 2020. You guys created these t-shirts and then we sold them for the spring, and y'all gave back, they gave back to 13 businesses, all the proceeds from the t-shirts. So we're very excited that you guys were able to support the businesses that support the young professionals during this time. And also wanted to say congrats to you guys as well for Wigging Out for charity. I've been here 2 years now, almost. And so I've only been a part of it for a couple of years, but, and Aileen can talk more about it, but I think you guys are just shy of giving back $50,000 to Vidant Health Foundation for the Vidant Cancer Care, the programs and services at Vidant Cancer Care through this event.
Yep.
So.
Absolutely.
And then this year we kind of went from an event to a virtual event, and it was still quite a success. When you compare having an event to the virtual, we were surprised at still how successful it was, and grateful to be able to donate that to the Cancer Center.
Good job, guys. Last question, what has YP, Young Professionals, done for you personally and professionally?
I'll start off. I think professionally, it's allowed me to meet people and bounce off ideas just from what we're doing for our careers, and just really getting to know everyone's role in the community or greater than the community and how they provide back to the state and to their company. And so that's been really good. But really, from a personal standpoint, it's allowed me the opportunity to just create friends that I'm going to have for a very long time. Whether we're all here in Greenville, or if there's a time where we move outside of Pitt County and we can still create those relationships. Yeah, stay in touch with each other, whether it's through a phone call or just a text chain. We can just have that related or the ability to just really relate back to our time in the Young Professionals. And for me, that's just really been awesome and truly something that I'm going to carry with me forever.
I'll echo that as well, especially off the first question. Came reporting live from Southern New Jersey, so came all the way down there to Greenville for school, stayed there, and then got a job right there in Greenville. So that's really all I knew was the university, the friends that I had there, and not many of them stick around, but YP gave me the ability to connect with obviously folks that are of similar age and all in professional environments. So it's been fantastic to connect with everybody and develop those relationships.
For me, I mentioned earlier some of the personal aspects, but even more so, some of the depth of the friendships that I've been able to gain has been really some of the most rewarding parts of it. I've got a friend who was a YP. They ended up moving away, and we still have lunch with them quarterly. So it's great to be able to continue not only to grow your network, but to form lasting friendships that will continue on even after somebody, if they were to move away. Professionally though, for me, as somebody that's generally calling on businesses and such in the community, was very helpful just to kind of know who's who and what's going on in the community. It really kind of plugged me in to the kind of the micro piece of what's going on within the day-to-day operations of Greenville, in the sense of hey, this project's a big deal, this is what's going on, or hey, this is what's going on over there. So that was very helpful.
I agree with that, because professionally, meeting young professionals has been, definitely great, but also meeting their coworkers who maybe don't attend young professional events and getting to know them, and seeing just people at a restaurant or at a store, knowing people, and when you're out and about, just being able to say hey to someone. That's kind of a really cool thing. So it stretches beyond young professionals, also professional and personal relationships, even if it's just knowing someone enough to say hi, to someone when you're out in public, is kind of a cool thing too, that's come about from being a part of young professionals.
I can echo on that. I love the fact that I can connect with other businesses, just being around different people who have opened up businesses in Greenville and just understanding their story, understanding if I'm sitting in a restaurant, I may have spoken to the owner, and just understanding the story of why this person opened up this restaurant. I think that's what's really, really amazing. And it's humbling, the fact that I can give back to the community, knowing that I've been here only just for a few years, but I'm connecting, learning about different people, and just giving back. So that's for me personally and professionally.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times joining a group like YP starts off as building professional connections, and I think what we really try to do with the funds we bring in through membership is to facilitate going past just professional and even bringing that personal gain. By deepening those relationships with those in our community that are in kind of similar circumstances as us. Most of us are young in our careers, maybe new to a town. And with these membership dollars and all the members that we have, we're able to provide these avenues for people to build beyond just professional relationships, but also true friendships as well. So that's something that I've just taken from it and don't take for granted at all.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys for participating today. I look forward to seeing all of you in 2021 and can't wait to see what positive parts of 2021 are going to fall on our shoulders in a couple weeks. So thank you guys.
Welcome.
Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you.